You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here we go, week one for the LA Chargers. It's not, as we thought in the offseason, Tyrod Taylor under center. It will be instead the 6th overall pick from April, Justin Herbert.
And, partner, this one was a surprise to me because I thought Justin Herbert would sit around for a little while because of Tyrod Taylor's connection with the head coach, Anthony Lynn.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Taylor Gabriel, 75 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their own 24.
Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the 80.
Burrow looking to pass, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25. 60 bison, 60 bison.
Now Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Bengals. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
A gain of 4.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Joe Burrow with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought that
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Charles, a look there at the Bengals draft class for 2020. You know, a lot of names on it, but let's be real. Ultimately, it's going to be the performance of Joe Burrow that determines the success or failure of this group.
But when you do select a quarterback at number 1, and he's a quarterback coming off of maybe the greatest college season in history, yeah, he is going to make or break your draft. But I do think they got some really good players in the draft as well. In T. Higgins, a wide receiver out of Clemson, and Logan Wilson, a linebacker out of Wyoming. They will help make their draft class solid as well.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Trash. Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
And this throw will be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
7-yard line.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Defense.
This is unbelievable.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Joe Burrow, now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Good.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run.
kickoff for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. LA set to take over again on offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Herbert's pass complete to Virgil.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Chargers first down.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Ball carrier.
Sean Williams with the tackle. He led the Bengals in that category last year. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Justin Herbert looking to pass, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown away and
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
and 10 yards.
Herbert throwing again. He'll get this to Eckler. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
You can't block me.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Bengals grab it.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bengals.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
And that's something that he does consistently. Puts quarterbacks on the ground. And Carlos Dunlap, maybe not a household name around the NFL, but everyone knows he comes to play each and every year. He hasn't had less than 7.5 sacks since 2012, had 9 in 2019.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
You better break it. 49.
Mixon on the toss right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Ball carrier.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Slant pass to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mike's 40, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their...
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
To Keenan Allen. A fumble on
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of...
Herbert has it knocked free, and the Bengals grab it. And they will take 26-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? 18 Cardinal. Here we go. Kill.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wide open receiver complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
The goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percent.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
C.J.
C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the point.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the route is on here in this first half.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California, the Cowboys and the Rams. And he loses the football a second time.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Austin Eckler, the
DJ Reader there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space, but the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
11 yards there, just like last play. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green.
Herbert.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green, his first touchdown as a Los Angeles Charger. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried.
But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing.
60 bison, 60 bison. Switch.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path.
Herbert has it knocked free, and the Bengals have recovered it. And he's got room. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Touchdown, Bengals.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Bullock good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
The turnover differential.
without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That good for 22 and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Draw play, it's Eckler. Room here to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Bengals. 30.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Pass complete
From 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot.
And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Number 13.
Keenan Allen 37 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 83 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And it's up and good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Mike, 55.
And they'll begin by running the option. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Eat. All day, every day.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway.
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. He's all alone, Tyrod Taylor. And after all that, he's going to wind up in the end zone. And incredibly, that's a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green, making his presence felt early in this one. 1st half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. The veteran safety Antoine Bethea there on the defensive coverage. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. And able to find Green. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Sliding out of the pocket. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
The Chargers first down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. That throw into the arms of Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10.
Now Burrow on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. And he's going to be set. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From midfield now, Burrow eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Got a man, it's caught. Inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Boyd.
Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Chargers 36. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to...
All right, we will save the week